We are two parents with two children exploring new places and cultures as we travel the world, giving our children a world view. We are the World Journey family. Welcome back, everyone. It's Andrew with World Journey family. We are coming back to World Cruise Day 37. We are in Diego Suarez, Madagascar, and we took a long drive to Tsingy Rouge. Let's go and see what this adventure brings us today. We got off the boat in Diego Suarez and were treated to a whole bunch of local Madagascar dancers welcoming us to their beautiful island. We quickly found our guide and got our way, and our son got to hold these geckos or chameleons on the side of the road. We then got back on with our drive. As you can see, it was a little bit of a bumpy, rocky road, but we were able to get on pretty smoothly for the most part, all the way to Tsingy Rouge, which was about a 2-hour drive or so to get there. Once we got there, we made the hike down to Tsingy Rouge. As you can see, my son here got a little bit dirty. We had to tell him, we don't need to play in the clay and everything. We made our way across this little makeshift bridge over towards Tsingy Rouge, and as you can see, it is just beautiful. Our son here gives a little explanation on how they're formed. Hey, Bub, what causes the Red Tsingies to be there?
So there was originally just sand here, but then during rainy season, a river is formed because of how much rain there is, and it erodes it. And then in the dry season, there's so much wind that also erodes it.
Oh, wow, and that makes all of this possible. We stayed down there for probably about 20 to 30 minutes admiring the beautiful landscape before we decided to head back up. Earlier, my daughter was offered a piggyback ride from our tour guide. She did not want it. This time she accepted the ride, rode on her back for a short ways just up to the rest area up here. After that, though, she had a whole lot of energy. She was actually leading the pack, as you can see here. Oliver, my wife, and I are pretty tired, but our daughter, who is much younger than all of us, it has a whole bunch of energy, and she gets all the way up to the top. She's actually waiting up there like, I'm gonna wait in the shade for Mom and Bubba to get back. She had a great time, showed us that she has a lot of energy that we didn't know she had, that she can do things we didn't think she could. We got back on our way back toward Diego Suarez. We found a spot to get coconuts on the way back. This is something we love to have, and this was one of the best coconuts we have ever had, probably the best coconut we've ever had. The coconut water was really, really sweet, and the coconut meat in this one was absolutely delicious. It was a little bit sweet as well, and it was just an amazing experience having the local coconut there. We got back on our way. As you can see, it's getting a little overcast. This river you saw earlier was pretty shallow. This is getting a bit crazy now. The road is much bumpier and rocky now, coming up quite a bit further on the car we were in. We weren't sure if we were going to make it through some of these, some of this flooding that was going on. And then a little bit later, there was a few vehicles that had gotten stuck. There was a big log jam of traffic here, people talking to one another. One person thinking they know what's best to do, another person thinking they know what's best. Eventually, we do get back on the road. We are making it through the area to head back towards Diego Suarez to get to lunch. And again, we're not quite sure if we're going to make it through this. But we do go ahead and try, and our driver, very, very good. He did make it through all the flooding and got us back on the way safely. Now, this little delay did provide our kids with a good opportunity to rest. Now, little did we know, this was the first of what would be many times during the day that we weren't sure that we would actually make it back on the ship. This delay took about 30 minutes to an hour total, and it was the first of many delays. Next up, we were getting on toward the restaurant, and during a checkpoint, our driver got stopped by the police. There was an issue, I believe, with the license plate or license tag of the vehicle. I don't know if it was expired or if it wasn't the right type of vehicle to be in the area. After that, as you can see, our driver is having a little bit of difficulty starting his vehicle as well. It took him another 10 minutes or so to get his vehicle started and on our way. These were 2 more times that we were like, are we going to be stuck in Diego Suarez, Madagascar, and have to figure out a way to get back to another destination to meet up with the boat? But he did eventually get the car started, and we got back on our way toward the restaurant. Now, at the restaurant, we were treated to, number one, seeing this beautiful turtle there on the way in, but then getting this great music, local Madagascar music to greet us. And then we had this full spread of food. All of the food was absolutely delicious. That fresh fish that was cooked, rice, potatoes, French fries, green beans and other veggies, and fresh bread. All of the food was really, really good. This was, if not the best meal we've had on our whole trip. It definitely ranks in the top 5 meals that we've had on our whole trip, and that includes the food on the cruise ship as well. After the restaurant, we got back on our way. Now, we were supposed to go ahead and go to the beach for about 45 minutes to an hour, but with all the delays we've had, we weren't able to spend that much time there. But we did go down and take a little peek view. Absolutely beautiful. Now, this wasn't like a sitting beach. It was just down to the beach to be able to like see the boats and stuff like that. It wasn't a place to sit down. Then we started back toward our ride to head on back, and then we had one more delay. We stopped to help some people out and had some hitchhikers hiking along with us. We weren't really comfortable with this. Our driver went ahead and did it anyway. We kept a close eye during the whole trip because we didn't know how this was going to turn out. But we did make it back to the cruise terminal and got back to the ship okay. And we're grateful for the adventures we had today, and also ready to have a relaxing sea day before going and exploring Mauritius on day 39. Anyways, we hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and like always, guys, happy travels.